Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. So after the video we just made going through the dev response, which wasn't very well received because when you admit that you've caused a problem, you kind of got to provide the solution. So the solution to the problem was, we screwed some players over in their investment. Now we need to really give them the actual reset for those characters to solve that problem. Otherwise, you can see it wasn't too well received that previous post. Now they have done this, and I want to talk about, after I go through this, the strategy for using this for me, because they are giving us 3 resets, which you can actually use to help yourself test stuff. If you're someone who's been max refreshing, it can help you in testing your Inferno teams when you unlock it. So I want to talk about that as well. So let's go through the post. Dear Hyperlinkers, after carefully considering player feedback, we acknowledge that the primary request is for a reset option for the affected Animus. We are preparing to revamp the Animus reconfiguration event on Monday, June 16. So that's basically tomorrow is when they're looking at doing it. Now, the updated Animus reconfiguration event includes 3 resets. The first reset is free, while the next 2 will require a certain number of Hydra crystals. The entire event will last 7 days. Thank you for your love and support. This is good. Now, just quickly, as I mentioned in my previous video, I thought that previous one was okay. I like the sentiment, but the big thing we've got to wait and see is what is where was it? The balance adjustments. Yeah, the emergency fix of critical bugs. I'm definitely going to pay close attention to this, and we definitely have to call out any issues that they have if they do any of these bug fixes that are actually nerfs to characters. And my advice to them would be, if you have any critical bugs affecting the way a character works currently in the game in a strategy, then this is what you have to put alongside it to compensate for that. I feel like this is like the precedent. Now, when we get into the longer term PvP buff nerf cycles that are, the expected ones, that's a different thing. But those emergency ones, I feel like those, especially this early in the game, just always have to be followed by something like this. So we'll keep paying attention. Like I said, I feel like now that we've got this, I'm pretty happy with the resolution. Let me know if you guys aren't. I feel like some people are just going to quit anyway. I saw a bunch of those comments in my previous video. That's perfectly fine. I still enjoy the game. I really want to enjoy this game long term. So I'm going to pay close attention to what they're doing. Any issues you guys have, let me know. I did see in the comments something about a refund issue. If someone has that, can you put it in the comments, a link to wherever I'm supposed to look to find out about that, and I'll definitely take a look at it and pass that on to them, because they are being receptive of feedback once again, which is fantastic. I'm happy about that. So if there is issues with refunding or something like that, let me know. I don't know what it was. People said double purchase or something. Let me know and I'll go through that as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that resolution. But now that we have this coming, I want to go ahead and talk over here about what my strategy is going to be for it, because 3 resets. If we take a look at my account over here, obviously I built the Jada. Now, once again, Jada no longer steals the buff. I am one of those ones who I'm considering resetting Jada and building my Ditting. And using all the resources in him. Now, I can already make another 6-star with my star upgrade stuff. If I go to craft here, my head's covering it, but you can see we can make an extra 4, and we've already got 1. That's going to use pretty much all my resources to make another 6-star. Now, I don't want to do that because I don't have enough experience to level anyone else that I want to build, so I wouldn't be able to level Ditting and do him up. But with this, you can see I've got my Jada, my Tiamat, and my Holden all at 6-star. Now, what I plan to use these 3 resets for is to iron out my Inferno Doki team. I don't think I'm at the point where I am going to go straight into Aurora, because I messed this up in my previous video. Aurora Inferno doesn't unlock until level 55. So I'm not even going to hit there by the time that reset happens. So I think the Inferno I just need to focus on is going to be Doki Doki. If you want to do Terramaton, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on trying to build my Inferno team. Over in the beta, Inferno was bloody hard. I had a 300 speed Lily, about a 270 speed Tiamat. And I was able to do it on manual because Tiamat's AI is bad and uses her skill 3 first. Devs, can we please fix that while we're at it, while we're receptive? Can we change Tiamat's AI to use her skill 2 first, please? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Moving on from that, yeah, so I really want to build my Inferno team. Now, for my team that I was using in the beta, I found that Kraken actually worked better than Kaz for me. So I do have my Kaz built. However, I might use this opportunity to reset my Kaz and build my Kraken with those skill ups. Or I can just build Kraken next to Kaz because I do have enough of these bad boys to level up his skills. I've got 14 of these. So maybe I can use this to level up my Kraken and see side by side whether he actually works better for me in Inferno than what Kaz does. And then if he does, maybe I can reset the Kaz. Although Kaz is dominating for me in RTA, so, maybe I leave them both. But I'm going to use this to basically experiment to try and get the best possible Inferno team and try and get an Inferno team off the ground with what I have. And that is what I'm going to use this reset event for. Trying to accomplish that, because that is my next goal. My next goal is going to be straight Inferno farming, and that's really what I want to get to. So once again, once we get this free reset with these extra 3, keep in mind it is only 3. So let's say I want to reset my my Jada either way. Okay, that's 1. Then I say I reset my my Kaz to build Kraken, and then I don't like Kraken. Well, then I can still reset Kraken and build up Kaz back to go ahead and do that. So you've got 3 resets to play with coming up this week. A lot of people who have been max refreshing but saving their stamina potions like I have will have maybe another 2 to 3 days before they get it, but the event lasts a week. So that'll give you like 4 days of experimenting in Inferno to try and get a team sorted that is going to be able to go ahead and do it. And that is what I would advise using it for. Use it to try and consolidate and get yourself a decent farming team for Inferno. Even if not farming, I'm happy to manual Inferno, because by manualing Inferno to get some of these bad boys is going to be very beneficial for me. Because then I also want to be able to farm some shells with these extra sets and then get some speed up. Like I said, maybe I will experiment with Aurora in the future, but because she's a level 55 unlock, I can't do that. For some people, Terramaton, if you've got the Terramaton team set up, maybe I even try and build my Terramaton team and shift over to that. But at the moment, I'm still thinking about sticking to Doki Doki, but definitely use those resets to try and iron out a team, because it's coming at the optimal time for balancing that out. So once again, I think my Jada will probably get a reset unless I find her to be my best team over there. But my gear for DPS, for attackers, is not great. So I don't think she's actually going to slot into my best team. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to use my sort of Tiamat carry team. And that's why I'm thinking I will end up resetting her. And then probably building Ditting, who is more universally better for me. And then I'll use those 2 additional resets, once again, to experiment inside my Doki team. But I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. But like I said, Kaz, if you haven't tried using Kaz in RTA, I highly recommend it. I'm trying to push at the moment. I want to get up into the next one and get the rank up rewards, being Diamond. I'm trying to get up into the Diamond, get that extra cube. It's always nice to get extra rewards. We're at 2478, so we need to win 2 more games in a row to get up there. But like I said, if you look at some of my games, like Kaz is coming in super clutch pretty much every time. We had a loss there. Let's take a look at the wins. You can see Kaz again in there. She just basically locks out the whole enemy team because I have her on Time Weave. I didn't draft her in that one because we had our full rest of our roster. You can see once again, Kaz, this team absolutely toxic. Lily boosting Kaz, 2 sustains, and we beat out Ditting, Rahu, Messiah, and Freya because we just lock them out the entire game and don't let them have a turn. I highly recommend, if you have Kaz built, especially if you have her skill 3 baxed. I've got mine on Time Weave as well. It's absolutely toxic, especially if you pair her with Lily. But, just something to look at and have some fun with. Sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there, but that is something I have been absolutely loving. But anyway, that is my thoughts around the event. Once again, I think the dev response is good. I'm glad that they made that first response, realized, shit, this ain't it. Okay, this is what they wanted. Let's go ahead and give this. It's like they are listening again, which is a great sign, and I'm really happy with that. So we'll keep watching them. We'll keep trying to keep them as honest as possible. For those that are already jaded and they're going to quit the game anyway, wish you the best of luck in the next game. I'll probably see you there as well for rerolls. But yeah, for those that are still hanging around, we're definitely going to pay close attention, and hopefully this is a sign of better things to come. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.